Welcome back to NewsMakers. On the panel, Jo Kane, David Round and David Lynch. Well, Christchurch has been reeling in disgust at the dirtbags who plundered the potatoes from the botanic gardens, along with other vegetables, by the way. Now, these were grown by children for the City Mission lunch, and hundreds of new potatoes were dug up. Of course, the generous spirit of Christchurch has rallied to the rescue of the mission. And I think it would be fair to say the perpetrators deserve more than just a rocket. As sad as this is...
I got that.
I got that. Rocket. I thought you like the salad rocket or a rocket?
No, the
to
rocket
go with the potatoes. Oh,
yes.
Okay. That's
the
right.
variety.
Oh.
Yes. Anyway, as I was going to say, as sad as this is, was it a wee bit naive to think that a vegetable patch in a public place like the Botanic Gardens would be left unmolested in Christchurch?
Well, I think when you look at the Botanic Gardens, I mean, it's not just vegetables that have gone missing from the Botanic Gardens. No. People have gone and cut out the cacti.
Yeah.
And
we've lost a couple of glass houses, haven't we?
Well, I think we've lost a few things in there. But, I mean, I think the thing is, it's interesting to know whether, in fact, it was a student there or whether it was someone that was absolutely desperately in need.
Yes.
And, I mean, when you're hungry, you're hungry. But the point I'd raise is this, that obviously they're fit enough to go in and dig up the spuds and cart them away. Might those same people be fit enough to actually dig over their lawn and plant their own spuds?
True.
But I think what it has done, if nothing else, it's put the community focus, or should I say the community stepped in and at least tried to turn a bad situation around. But was it a bit foolish to plant them there? Well, again, it's an educational opportunity for the kids, and I'm quite happy for them to be grown there.
Yeah. If you planted a spud in the Botanic Gardens on January 1, David, do you think it would still be there 6 months later?
Well, of course, it would have died off in the frost.
Aside from that, yes.
Well, I must admit, there is a long tradition of respectable citizens in their childhood taking small snippets from the hothouses, I think. But at the same time, it's not as if it's stealing petrol. These are potatoes. These are very bulky, comparatively cheap things. There's a lot of work involved digging them out, as you say, David, and then transporting them, avoiding detection.
It's extraordinary.
I must admit, I'm a bit surprised, although even the Purao community gardens have had vegetables stolen from them, whether they were by profiteers, stolen by profiteers, or by the desperately hungry, I don't know.
Yes, and the Port Levy Contingency Subcommittee is looking for the perpetrator who stole their dahlias.
The dahlias, yes. Oh, no, it's the talk of the bay.
Oh, it is, yes. Joey?
Well, it's kind of sad. I don't think that we should stop doing it, but I just put it, like David, I thought, there were so many taken, so it wasn't about just having a feed. I could understand if somebody needed a feed, but I guess that, you know, we put up with people desecrating graves and whatever. We shouldn't stop, because there's actually some lessons, and both Davids were right, because then out of it comes some really good gain. So I think children should still being able to do these things in public. Lovely.
All right, I've got about 60 seconds on the clock for you to define the year that has been. What has stood out for you as the defining issues locally and globally? Got 20 seconds apiece. Any pet picks come to mind?
All I can think of is Clayton Weatherston, good, and David Bain, bit unhappy about that. What else has happened? The year is a blur already.
There you go. Jo?
Yeah, well, Environment Canterbury, I mean, what is that about?
What happened there,
what was that about? I mean, I wouldn't mind, I'm up for it, and I feel like a punching bag, okay, so just give it, it's been a difficult year for sure, and I think not only in local government, when you actually look at Auckland and what have you, and you know, the good old whipping boy, but I guess for me is that the apathy's out there, we're reactionary. I'd like to think that there is some really good stuff going on with our volunteers, the SPCA, you know, the fire and the police and all those people. And we never celebrate that stuff, and we even put the borax into them if even a little tiny piece goes wrong.
Okay, so lovely. Well said.
That defines it for me, our volunteers.
Very nice. I've got 10 seconds, David.
Oh, I think obviously the direction the council's going, it's continuance to operate behind closed doors, Michael. It's very concerning for the ratepayers.
It's good for public relations firms like yourself, though.
It can be, and it's also an election next year, and I'm sure we'll see some change.
You mean the Christchurch City Council?
Christchurch City Council. Well, yes, Christchurch, of course. He can. It's very open and transparent. For the last time I had a look around there, but...
Oh, dear. All right. Now, we'll come to the pick of the week. And this was a clanger moment on the British version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Which of the following is the largest was the question. A peanut, B, an elephant, C, the moon, and D, the kettle. And she went for the elephant. Oh, dear. not the smartest of girls. I'm sure you would agree. To the Newsmakers poll, last week we asked you to vote for the news story that has been the defining one for you this year. And these were the top 5 raters. Number 1, the Samoa tsunami. Number 2, the Conservatorium debate. Number 3, Susan Boyle. Number 4, the All Whites qualifying for FIFA. And number 5, Tiger Woods. The prize winner was Jay Simmons. Thank you very much for all of your suggestions on that front. It was most interesting. Thank you very much to our panel. And Jo, thank you very much for your services to this program. They've been exceptionally colourful in recent months.
Yeah, I always get into so much trouble after I've been here.
We like that. We like to encourage that too. David,
do you think it's mayoral material or what?
Oh, very much, Jo.
Election year next year, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Sorry, Jo, did you say your
mayoral material?
She's plotting already.
Material.
We have to fly. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a marvellous Christmas, won't you? And we'll see you all in 2010.
We're all putting the Christ into Christmas.
We are indeed. And St Matthew's in the city did not manage to get their billboard on our nativity scene, which is a good thing, isn't it? Yes. Have a marvellous Christmas. We'll catch up soon. Good night.